Alright, I just had a peanut butter jelly sandwich and some coffee, and I am ready to hop back into Sonic Colors. Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Comic Foil. Let's check out this place. I think this is Planet Wisp. Yeah, okay, so this is the level that was used for Sonic Generations. What are we doing? Oh, we're drifting. Right. Okay. Apparently the levels from Sonic Generations were, like, they kind of, like, sourced, like, they asked fans somehow. I don't know how they allowed people to vote on it, but they asked fans, like, what are your favorite levels from each Sonic game to decide which ones to bring back in Sonic Generations for each, like, game representative. So yeah, we'll see if Planet Wisp is a good one. It does lead to there being like a lot of like city levels in Sonic Generations, but it's a pretty good selection. The only one I'm a little confused at is I don't know if the beach level from... Oh, we're getting the spikes, cool. I don't know if the beach level from Sonic Heroes was necessarily the most interesting one they could have picked. I would have rather they picked, what's it called, like, the haunted level, the spooky level. Okay, so we got spike power. I guess we need to go over here instead, actually. Okay, we'll take that. Oh! Oh! I didn't even realize I had rockets stored up in there. I used that accidentally because for some reason I decided to shake the controller, even though I didn't think I even had a Wisp. Okay, cool. What are we looking at here? Okay, we made the stairs, so I don't think we need Spike that much longer. It'll be alright if we run out of power. Okay. Cool. Going into this, I thought my favorite Wisp power was going to be, Drill. But so far, Drill was like... It didn't control as smoothly as I was hoping it would. Okay, so we got a rocket here. Yeah, so even while you're using another Wisp, it saves the last Wisp that you got, which is cool. Okay, you can wait for that to run out now. Oh, no, no. Dang it. Okay, we need to kind of negotiate our way up to here, okay. Let's use Rocket right here, actually. This looks like it's something. Oh no! I didn't fit through. Weird. I guess... Yeah, what's the point of that then? Am I supposed to use Spike? Get through there? I saw there was a red ring. Yeah, that was surprising. That surprised me that the rocket didn't fit through. Whoops. Alright. This is pretty neat with the multiple levels, though, so if you fall, you don't, like, die automatically. You're just kind of shunted down to the lower path, and then eventually there's poison. That's a cool mechanic. Yeah, that's a neat little area there. I like it. Whoops. I am really out of practice with using the Wii Remote now. When people would complain about Wii controls, I was usually like a defender of it. I was like, no, they're not that hard. Like, you just gotta get used to them. But now I haven't played with a I haven't played with a Wii remote for a few years, so now I'm not used to it. I'm not going back on my word. It is just like, you need to, like with any video game or any video game controller, you just like, it's a skill. You need to develop the skill for it. But like, yeah, I'm feeling I'm feeling the rust of playing this console for the first time in a long time. I do think the Wii was a pretty good console for its time, though. I also think the Wii U... So, like, the problem with the Wii U was that they couldn't attract many third parties, and just, like, the library wasn't there. Nintendo's first-party titles, a lot of them weren't all that great at the time, but I think the hardware of the system worked just fine. You know, for its time. Oh, right, grab out. Yeah, my problem now is I'm messing up the two triggers. I'm pressing Z when I want to press B, and vice versa. Sorry, I'm like a little bit like burpy now after eating my lunch. That's not good. That's not very professional of me. I'm always one to like edit out any sounds I make that I think sound gross, so you'll never hear me. But like, if there's like a pause somewhere, it's because I'm like I'm feeling that one John Mulaney bit where he's like, I'm at an age before old that's called gross. Okay. Now we'll just go through here. Yeah, are we just supposed to platform up? The platforming in this game works just fine, the 2D platforming. It's never really what I'm expecting to have to do in a Sonic game, I guess. I'm always, like, unprepared for it when there's, like, careful platforming. Okay, cool. I thought I had hit that switch already, but apparently I hadn't, so... So that's on me. Yeah, I like that when you've unlocked other wisps, then you can come back to these levels, because, yeah, that will be a lot easier with, like, the one power that I know is in this game. With the one that lets you just kind of, like, eat blocks. The one I call the Munchie power. Nice. Okay, where are we trying to go now, here? To be fair, I do need new glasses. If I wanted to take the time, I feel like it would be fun to try and S-rank these levels and, like, be good at getting into the flow of them. Oh. I think I've unlocked enough red rings to do something there in that, like, that Sonic video game area. Also, I believe Super Sonic is in this game, and I don't know how you unlock him, but I know he's, like, a post-game reward. Or a completionist reward or something. Oh man, I wasn't ready to boost through people. Yeah, I wouldn't mind just getting a redo on that whole thing there. Sorry, I'm, like, less talkative now that I've... You know what? It's that this... this level the game has gone like a little bit harder, so it's requiring a little bit more concentration from me because the game is going up in difficulty. Yeah, that's the other thing. When you take damage, you can't move for a few seconds, so that's throwing me into pits because I'm hitting the bad guys I don't want to hit. Okay. With better use of boost, I can get through this. This is a place where I kind of like that the levels are shorter. I kind of like them isolating this challenge into a shorter level to just be like, okay, can you do this thing? Can you do this challenge? Okay, that time I boosted, so I hit the enemies. I didn't take damage, but I still didn't manage to turn in time. It must have really hurt Sonic fans at the time for this game to only be on the Wii if they wanted, like, an HD version of this. I remember people making a big deal in Sonic Generations that, like, oh wow, we get to see Planet Wisp in HD, because at this time there were already Sonic games in HD. Sonic 06 was in HD, and so was Sonic Unleashed. They were both HD and what at the time was standard definition versions of those games. Okay, how are we getting up there? Yeah, I got the cube power, but I don't... As far as I can tell, my way is completely blocked here. Right? Did I collect rings I wasn't supposed to? Let's restart this level. I think I collected blue rings that I was supposed to use as stairs. Oh, but that means I need to do this part again. Shoot. Okay, middle. Cool. Okay, and it looks like if I had the laser power, there's something else I could do there as well. But okay. Let's use our cube power. No, I don't quite understand this. How are we supposed to get up there? I saved these two cubes on purpose. Oh man, I'm failing very hard at this. Yeah, I feel as though I'm missing something. I'll grab these last two rings here in case it does anything, but I don't see how it does. Okay, and it's not letting me go back to the left either. Yeah, like, cube is not the power I need to do this part. I need, like, rocket or spike. Okay, maybe... There's like a little tiny opening here, but even with a slide, I don't think I'd have been able to get through that. Yeah, what is going on here? Oh, I broke blocks with a key. I didn't know it could do that. Was that something I should have known? Was that common knowledge? Okay, sure. Okay, so I was able to break the blocks there, but then I dropped straight down. Game over. I didn't realize I was going through quite so many lives. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this is the level that's, like, making things hard for me, is Planet Wisp Act 3. I'll remember that. I'll remember when I look back on the worst Sonic levels of all time, I will remember the name Planet Wisp Act 3. It must be a bad level. I can't possibly be the problem. Okay. Okay, well, at least we know how to do this part now. We know that apparently... apparently cube power lets you break cubes as well. Don't act like you didn't know that. It's common knowledge. Everybody knows cube lets you break cubes. Yeah, I'm gonna hope when I get down onto these platforms that it gives me some kind of boost. Okay. I see. Some more of that careful platforming that I don't always love Sonic games to have, but oh, Sonic just like moves so fast that I feel the need to like correct myself by hitting back on the left stick, but like he changes directions really fast. Okay, I'm not getting that red ring back that I'd have needed to recollect. Okay, so let's not second guess ourselves. Use the double jump to... we did it, though. We did second guess ourselves. How many lives do I have left? 2? Okay. Oh, there's a red ring down there, though, too. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's something just kind of slippery about Sonic's 2D controls that makes this, like, landing on a small platform is pretty hard because of it. Okay, so go down here. Okay, we would need a lot more cube power to get through that wall. That's okay. I could go back and get it. I'm gonna do this because I'm in the practice now of, like, being more careful, and this is helping me, like, get into the groove of, like, jumping more carefully, so... Yeah, I am gonna go back for this stupid red ring that I don't need. But when we see things, we collect them. We are gamers. Yeah, the double jump actually kills your momentum in a way that's pretty useful. Okay, I'm afraid to make this jump until that morning star is lower. I can hear the goal ring. There we go. There's a red ring right at the end there that we didn't get, but okay, I'm glad to be done with that stage. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty good, though. I mean, it would definitely rank in, like, the higher echelon of Sonic games for me as far as how far I enjoy them, not, like, trying to say what's objectively a good or a bad Sonic game. Yeah, as far as the games that, like, do not work for me objectively that I've actually played, because there's a lot that I haven't played, and even the ones that I'm suspecting I won't like, I still want to play because I would like to experience everything about Sonic's sordid history. It's like, I like it. I appreciate Sonic the good and the bad. Which is why I kind of wish that Sonic Generations could have had more levels also based on, like, the Sonic games that aren't necessarily as good. What am I saying, though? Because, like, Sonic 06 did have a level in Sonic Generations. I just want more, I guess, is the thing. I always want more. I'd always like more stages. I'd always like references to more games. Like, I like that the new Sonic Generations release that's, like, adding stuff about Shadow. I like that there's actual, like, acknowledgement of Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, in there, and the, like, the black arms and Doom's eye and stuff. Seeing Doom's eye back is pretty crazy. Okay, let's get this ring while we're here. But I would say Shadow the Hedgehog is a game that does not so much work for me. Sonic Heroes I'm not great on. Sonic Heroes is okay. But I like Sonic Adventure, I like Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, I'm gonna get this red ring again. Maybe I'll also get the extra life, because I know there's an extra life coming up. Alright. Gonna need it, because we're dying a lot now. But yeah, I've never actually played Sonic 06, because I've never really, like, sought out a game that I know is bad. Same with Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Same with Sonic Forces, though I'd say Sonic Forces probably isn't on the same level of bad as Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Oh man, I died in the same place. I really need to make sure I hit that homing attack. Oof. I'm gonna get a game over. Will it restock that extra life that's there? Yes, it will. Okay, that's good. Clearing my throat a lot. I'm hopefully remembering to edit out all this clearing of the throats. Yeah, so if I had to name the worst Sonic games that I have actually played, I've played some of the Sonic Game Gear games that, like, just, you know, they're old, they're not on great technology, it's rough. I can't even remember which ones I played, though. I am an idiot! I am so sorry, people who are spending precious moments of their life watching me die to that same thing 3 times. Haven't played Sonic 06. Have played Shadow the Hedgehog, so I would say that's probably one of the worst Sonic games that I have actually played. Sonic and the Secret Rings, I mean, again, not on the same level of bad as 06 or Rise of Lyric, from what people say. I have played Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't like it very much. It's got its defenders. I think that's fine. Okay. We did it right there. So, I've never played it, but I imagine I wouldn't like Sonic and the Black Knight because it's the same sort of gameplay as Sonic 06, possibly refined. I think the idea of Sonic with a sword is really cool. I can remember getting an issue of Nintendo Power that showed Sonic with the sword and being like, oh, that's awesome. I want to play this. But then I heard bad reviews for it and I just never picked it up. Because then also I started to think like, well, I didn't really love Sonic and the Secret Rings, so what makes me think I would like this? Am I, like, supposed to laser through it? Yeah, it looks like I am supposed to laser through this. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm gonna drop through here. We are really going in circles in this one. Okay, well at least it's not respawning that one enemy that I kept dying to. I've also come to expect that, like, having a homing attack, that even if I don't have something to home onto, I can use that to, like, propel myself forward. And in this game, you don't have that. You have, like, a much smaller double jump. Okay. Or am I just supposed to keep going right from here? Oh! Okay. I didn't like that. I don't like how it keeps shifting back to a, like, isometric perspective here. I needed it to turn to side-scroller much faster, but at least, you know, we had the homing attack to guide us to the platforms we could stand on via the enemies. Homing attack is great. I think homing attack is one of the smartest things ever added to Sonic's repertoire.
You know, as alien as this place is, there's something very Eggman-ish about it.
I think he's transforming it somehow, making it part of his theme park.
Attention guests, if you can hear this message, you are trespassing in an area still under renovation. If you are not a robot, please return to the main park areas and ignore anything evil you might have seen here. Thank you.
It looks like the theme of his park is universal domination and the conquest of alien races.
It's more than a theme, it's a reality. He's using them like some kind of living intergalactic gasoline.
That's pretty low, even for a sleazeball like Eggman.
Some displacement of indigenous aliens and destruction of natural resources may occur. Eggman Enterprises not responsible.
You know what it is for me? I can't stand the canned animation of, like, them, like, shaking their hands and shrugging, like, oh, jeez. That, like, kills the jokes for me. The fact that, like, the characters respond to the jokes is lame worsens the jokes for me.
Well, I still can't believe he kidnapped the whole planet. How does somebody do that?
I do watch this and I'm like, I think
I'm going to
like,
guess it wasn't
I could see,
shooting
like,
out of those
my
generators.
niece and nephew, who are really little, you know, liking this enough.
Now, if everyone will excuse me, I'm going to put a stop to these.
This would be, like, not a bad way to introduce them to Sonic through these cutscenes. But, I mean, there's Sonic animations that are better for that. So here's a question. What's your favorite Sonic show? I haven't really watched a whole lot of the Sonic TV shows. But there's a lot of them. There's The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog with Jaleel White. There's Sonic Sat AM with Jaleel White. There's Sonic Underground. I don't know if Jaleel White is the voice of Sonic in that one or not. And, like, all three of those shows were kind of happening, like, around the same time. And then there was Sonic X, and then there was Sonic Boom, and then there was, Sonic Prime. All different continuities of Sonic. But what a crazy franchise this is. They can never do it because of the different rights, but it would be funny to see a, like... I've seen some people joke about, like, what if they made a, like, Into the Sonicverse. Which is almost what Sonic Generations is. Wow, that was a very short one. Yeah, we've hit a half hour on this episode, but I'd like to try and keep to my pattern of finishing one world every episode, so maybe we'll just go a little longer. We hit like 40 minutes last time. Still got one level and a boss, but if we can get our act together and do a little bit better at this. It makes me a little sad to see all the C ranks on the map, but again, we're just playing to get to the end here. I set my expectations for myself early. I knew I wasn't going to be, like, great at this game right out of the gate. It's Sonic. It's a game that, you know, Sonic games want you to learn the levels and master the mechanics. And for, like, a game in this time, like, Sonic Colors, I feel like, is staying pretty true to itself with not just, like... A lot of games with this era are kind of, like, afraid to let the player fail. But I'd say that's not true of this game. This game isn't afraid to hand out C ranks. And even, like, pretty young gamers who, like, can do Mario Galaxy fine would probably still have some difficulty with this one. Like, Nintendo games usually, first-party Nintendo games, are usually easy to beat regularly and then hard to unlock everything or hard to 100%. It's like in the post-game where, like, the real difficult stuff starts coming out. This game is, like, a little bit, like, has a little bit of pushback even in the main story, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think I should have used this wisp that I had. Okay, so we have a hover wisp. Let's remember that. Yeah, I guess let's use it here because these rings seem to suggest that I should go over here. Is there a way to, like, follow rings when I'm in hover mode that I forgot about? Because that looks like a thing that I'm supposed to, like, lightspeed dash. Alright, we're just gonna ride this. These cool guy construction worker egg bots. Kinda funny. Yeah, what other Sonic games have I actually played? I guess I played Unleashed, but if I'm being honest, I haven't played, like, the definitive version of Unleashed. I played it on the Wii, and I didn't even, like, finish it, because I think... I don't know, nowadays I'm pretty, like... I'm pretty determined to finish games that I play, but, like, back then, I don't know, I got distracted from it. I think I got to Eggman Land and it was a little hard, and I, like, stopped playing it for the day, because I was like, okay, this is pretty tough, I'll have to come back to it later, and I just never came back to it. And that was the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. And I think after that was when I learned, like, I started hearing people say, like, oh, that's not even, like, the real version of Sonic Unleashed, so that, like, made me, like, not want to spend my time on it, I guess. And I always told myself that someday I'd get the, like, quote-unquote real version of it, because, like, the HD version is much more the, like, definitive Sonic Unleashed. I'm not arguing against that. I guess it's just kind of crazy that, like, those two games can have such different level design, but they did that for, like, the different consoles of what they thought each console would actually be able to render. Oh, I do have a spin dash. Have I had a spin dash this whole time? No, it's just boost normally. It becomes the spin dash when you're Spike. Okay. Understood. Yeah, again, careful platforming is a weird thing for Sonic. At least it is in this game. This feels slipperier to me than it does in Generations. Okay. So we're giving a zoom out of this. Of these platforms. See, the platforming's not so bad when you have things you can home onto. Meaning the platforming's not so bad when you don't actually have to platform. Okay, boss stage?
And there's the generator. It seems like these guys are getting harder and harder to find.
Oh, this guy again. Okay, we got a repeat boss.
I know for a fact
Palette
these
swap
guys
boss.
are getting harder and harder to beat.
Please remember, all planets in Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park are, as far as you know, wholly owned properties of Eggman Enterprises and its subsidiaries. All unauthorized photography, video reproduction, or shutting down of generators is strictly prohibited. Thank you.
Eggman, I am going to save this planet, and I am going to free these aliens. No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me. We can
Yeah, I've
save
seen
a
that
lot of
memes a
time
lot,
and
too.
broken robots if you just quit now.
That's not really a copyright law.
Try to be reasonable.
I feel like what Sonic's referring to isn't a copyright law. That's like they did say like the park is like the intellectual property, the copyright of Eggman. But what it's telling him not to do is not to free the aliens or shut down the generators. That's not copyright. That's, from Eggman's point of view, this would be vandalism. Vandalism. Okay. Whoa, whoa, I'm spinning. Oh my god, did I kill you already? What the heck? I hit you like twice. Okay, I think that's my first S rank, like, on anything. I will take these 1-ups, though. Wow. Sure. Sure, game.
Sometimes I even impress myself. For a second there, I wasn't sure I was going to pull it off. Oh, who am I kidding? We both knew how this would end.
Are you talking to the broken robot who can't hear you?
Maybe. That's between me and the robot. See, the important thing here is the alien planet is free.
Absolutely.
So, we can just forget about the whole talking to dead robots thing, right?
Nope.
I knew you'd say that.
Oh, come on. I've seen you save the day a lot of times, but I've never seen you talk to a pile of metal.
Touché.
Yeah, I guess I've never seen Sonic smack talk a dead robot either. Alright, so that's 4 worlds down and 2 to go, I guess. So I see that there's 180 red rings, which leads me to believe that each of these planets has 30 red rings on it. Not that I'm gonna go collect those anyway. What is the Eggman ship I can select now? Is that a different world entirely? Oh no, this is some kind of minigame. Alright, let's do it. We'll go a little late, but challenge mode, stage 1. Okay, so far this looks like just the first level. Okay, is this some sort of like score attack thing? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Okay, I'm probably gonna end up leaving this level then, but yeah, while I do this, I'm Comic Foil, and thank you guys for joining me. I will see you next time for some more Sonic Colors. I think next time we're going to do Aquarium Park, which is, I hear really great things about. I know Oscar's a really big fan of that one, so I'll look forward to it. Alright, see you later.